What's going on, guys? It's Loaf Lord with a different video. I wanted to put out this video more recently, but I've been on vacation for the past week. Anyways, I wanted to give my opinion in response to Duerag and Big Fry's video. If you do not know who Duerag and Big Fry are, they are YouTubers that cover tactical first-person shooters. Duerag has been covering the game for over a year, as well as Big Fry doing the same. I actually heard about ReadyOrNot because of Big Fry, and thanks to YouTube's algorithm, not saying it's exactly great, but that got me to Duerag's channel, which made me really get in deep with ReadyOrNot. Shit, these guys pretty much made me want to start my own YouTube channel. But if you guys have not yet seen either of their videos, I suggest for you to check them out and see their point of view as well. I'll leave the links in the description below. So for people that don't know about this game, ReadyOrNot is a tactical first-person shooter that's trying to be the spiritual successor to SWAT 4. If you don't know what SWAT 4 is, it's a tactical first-person shooter that puts you in the boots of a SWAT officer, and you have various objectives to do, such as rescuing a hostage or taking down a gang at a mall, things like that. The game was also released in 2005, so you can bet that it's aged. But a popular mod that I continue to play myself is the SWAT 4 Elite Force mod. The mod is created by a dude named Easy Street. Easy Street is also part of ReadyOrNot development team, which made me feel very excited for this project because of Easy's involvement. Sorry for the long backstory of the game, but I want to give my viewers and others an idea of what the game is trying to be or what it is. So there's been a lot of skepticism going around about this game, and it's been like this for about 2 years now. Void Interactive, the developers of the game, have countlessly missed deadlines when it comes to showing an update on the game. And a lot of the ReadyOrNot community is tired of it. In May of 2017, the ReadyOrNot announcement trailer was released. Following that, some dev blogs were released, but the last dev blog to be released was in March of 2018. In July of 2018, we were supposed to be getting the gameplay trailer. And for anyone that's been following this game knows that that wasn't the case. The devs did speak on some of these things, saying it would be coming out no more than 3 months, but that was in back of August of 2018. Fast forward to November of 2018, we were teased with a very short video showing off some of the environment of a playable map. It looked so dark and gritty and everything that I was hoping for, so naturally, I and I'm sure the community was super stoked. We waited 4 whole months, a whole year from the last devlog to finally get our hands on the trailer, to see what this game really looks like. To me, the game looked great, and you can see the vision that they're going for. Sure, there were some weird animations and bugs and stuff like that, but it's still early on, so it's alright. I give it a pass, you know? They then stated that they would try to be more transparent after the trailer would be released, but that doesn't seem like to be the case here at all. They have been completely silent since the gameplay trailer. It was stated that in June of 2019 there would be a devlog 4, showing off what they've been working on. On July 2nd, 2019, they released a statement on their Twitter page that states, due to mocap and development, they are delaying the devlog. Which gets people wondering, are these guys actually making any progress? Surely the past 3-4 months they have something to show off, right? I'm more than positive they do. These guys want to make this game the best it can be. Sure, it may seem a little shady that they still haven't released the devlog a month before it goes into alpha for those that pre-ordered, but they have reassured through their Twitter that the alpha is still expected to launch next month. So I know this looks very bad, and it's very shitty for us as consumers, to be honest. But you have to understand that there are about 4 to 5 people working on this game. They know how it is for a game to be released in a piss-poor state. There have been a lot of games that lost its hype because of performance or lack of content. For my scum viewers that have been playing since day one, know that it went from 68,000 concurrent players to the next couple months having about 1,800 players. But you go back to the recent update and the player base is about 5,000 to 6,000 players now. It's not the hugest step, but it's a start. I know there are a lot of players that had a bad taste in their mouth after playing the first couple playthroughs. Think about Insurgency Sandstorm for a second. These devs got shit on because of lack of maps and optimization. It made the game look bad, but they are still implementing new features and quality of life improvements. They recently put out a patch that reworked some of the animations to make them look better and such. They put out a free weekend and the player base is higher than it's ever been. Speaking on devlog 4, mocap is just making like new animations and that sort. They're probably making new character animations or things like that for new storylines or missions that will be implemented later in the dev cycle. They still have a whole year before this game goes into beta, so there's still going to be a lot of content from now until then. I understand everyone's frustration and skepticism on the devs, especially for that $120 price tag just to get into the alpha. You also get a couple skins and get into the beta as well, but still pretty high. But I definitely think that they were aiming for like the hardcore fan of like the genre, you know? It sort of reminds me of Escape from Tarkov. People paid for the Edge of Darkness edition to get into the alpha. and I heard that was pretty rough. Battlestate Games released the alpha version of Tarkov in August of 2016. It's almost 3 years later, and I'd say it's still in alpha regardless of the beta tag. Sorry BSG, it's just my opinion. Don't copyright strike me now. Anyways, there are different tiers of the game that you can pre-order. The standard edition, which is also the cheapest, is $45 US, and that gets you a stash of 10 by 26. Stash is the amount of space in your inventory. Now the Edge of Darkness edition is $140 US, and that nearly doubles your stash size of 10 by 66. It's kind of messed up because it kind of jerks the player around to think, is spending $100 more for the bigger stash and DLC that may never come worth it? I decided to purchase the Edge of Darkness edition, but not because of the stash, but ultimately because I wanted to support the devs because I love their game. This is before I really knew how slow updates can be, but still to this day I'm not upset with my purchase. I said this game still feels like it's in alpha, but a lot of content and fixes have been implemented. I know Big Fry said he's afraid it can be like how Tarkov's development is, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. It's also funny that Void is going through Exola, the same provider that Tarkov has. Now, with ReadyOrNot, they have two tiers for pre-orders. They have a $40 edition that gets you into beta, which is scheduled to be released in 2020. Or you can pre-order the supporter edition, which is $120, which gets you access to the alpha and beta, as well as a couple of skins and the free first DLC. Now I was more surprised to see that price than the price of the gas in the gameplay trailer, am I right? And the first thing I noticed is, holy fuck, the gas prices are high as shit. I know it's very expensive, but I think that's not supposed to grab people that have never heard of the game or played anything like it. For me, it seems like for people that are passionate about the game and wanted to see this game succeed. It's called the supporter edition for a reason. You know these devs aren't the greatest when it comes to hitting those deadlines on time. You knew how quiet these devs get. You know how indie game development can be. There can always be and will always be some type of setbacks. You knew all this before the trailer was even released. I knew what I signed up for when I was giving them my money, and I'm not upset about it. In this time of gaming, it's really hard to trust developers. That's why a lot of people are not pre-ordering games as much as they used to. That's why a lot of people wait for reviews from people they trust before they buy the game. I know before people thought this game was a scam, and I'm sure those same people are screaming that even louder now. But at least for me, and it may be because I'm trying to be optimistic, but I feel like this game isn't going to be a scam, and I feel like these devs are going to get this game right. We waited almost 15 years for another SWAT type of game, and it's finally coming. I don't really mind if it takes another year or two for them to finish the game, because there's no other game like it. And I'm still very confident that this game will be a great successor to SWAT 4, and I still have faith in these devs despite the controversy. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Am I wrong here? Am I putting too much trust in these devs? Are you guys losing trust or not hyped about the game anymore? Let me know, guys. Thanks for coming out to watch the video. I do appreciate it. I'm Loaf Lord, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.